Hey everybody, it's Seth and Paul, the Everything Money channel. Welcome back in. We welcome in our patrons all over the world, all you viewers. We love you. Today we're looking at Magnite. Magnite is an online advertising company out of LA, Paul, and the Wikipedia page said sunny LA.
Sunny
It
LA.
is nice out there. But it's gained some traction here in a little bit. They acquired SpotX, right, Don? They acquired SpotX?
Yes, they did. Earlier, I believe it was first week of February, they acquired SpotX, which is a connected TV platform for $1.17 billion.
Yeah, so Paul, just a few months ago, 3-4 months ago, this was a
September 11th, it was $5.68.
$5. So this is a true one of those 10x multiplier stocks.
And I will not forget that.
And so we're looking at it today. We're going to use our 8 pillars to look at the financial health of this company. Right off the bat, Paul, I would assume.
Are you chuckling now because of my joke?
No, not at the moment. I would assume
Did you get the joke?
I didn't, but right off the bat, Paul.
What I said was on September 11th, it was 568. I will never forget that.
Well, that's true. Lest we forget, Paul. Yeah, welcome to the Everything Money channel with cheap 9/11 jokes. And are you okay?
It's just, I love it. You just went right through it, and Don's like, they're giggling. I'm giggling. Go
So
ahead.
I mean, I look at the ticker for this. I look at the stock price, Paul, and I think automatically, knowing you and your investing style, this is a no buy already. But my
you're
goal,
right and you're wrong.
Okay.
You're right in the sense of whenever I see that much, I don't look at it and go, oh, it's possible that in the last 8 months, a company's value has increased 10 times.
That's true.
Like, what has happened fundamentally in a company? That you guys, 8 months ago to now, how would you have increased your net worth besides winning the lottery by 10 times? It's a lot harder for a company to increase its value by 10 fundamentally, because these are slow-moving companies. I mean, the bigger and bigger the company is, the harder it is to move. So that's really a hard thing to happen.
So we're hoping to be the voice of reason out there to say what is going on, what is the financial health of this company, is this price justified, and we will show you that right now using our 8-pillar system. Paul, what is the market cap of Magnite?
$6.3 billion on revenue of $188 million.
Uh-oh, that's not a lot.
No. They lost $58 million last year, so they have a no PE, ignore this, and a negative profit margin, 2X's.
Okay, that's not a good start.
And a negative free cash flow of $21 million.
Okay, that's not good either.
So far we're
not doing well. Pillar number 3 is revenue growth over the past 5 years. Sweet baby cakes.
$300 million down to 188.
Oh, boy,
X.
things are going down.
I mean, the good news is in the last 3 years it is up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is good news, but I mean, that's weird.
Profit growth, I'm assuming, is going south as well.
That is a correct assumption. It made $23 million one year. It lost 58. X as well last year.
Okay, that's 4 straight X's.
I'm willing to bet number of shares outstanding is going to be an X.
This is pillar number 5, shares outstanding.
It is an X. 180 million to 327. Now again, there is an error in our software. It's adding up all the quarters of the year. It should be an average. So it's really 45 million shares to 80-some million shares.
Oh, boy.
It's a huge jump, guys. You're being diluted like crazy. And the shares are up 303 times since 2013.
Pillar number 6 for this sad company so far is
Why are we still looking at this?
current assets over current liability. Because there's probably a ton of other. Paul, I got a call from a normal guy who doesn't invest at all, telling me you got to get into this company, bro. You're missing out, and that might be what a lot of other YouTubers are saying.
I am missing out on losing money. That's what I'm missing out on by missing out on this company. I'm glad that made you laugh.
Current assets over current assets over current liabilities.
Current assets are 530 million. Current liabilities are 473, but total liabilities of 510. So the vast majority of their liabilities are current, and they have plenty of cash on hand to pay off all their debts. That's a plus. Good job.
Okay. Free cash flow growth. I'm assuming this is awful. Pillar number 7.
It is awful. They made 71 million in free cash flow 5 years ago. They lost 21 last year. Now remember, guys, so that's an X as well.
Oh boy.
Free cash flow is cash from operations, less capital expenditures. Yeah, it's pretty bad out there. This free cash flow here number, this is our Everything Money software. If you join our Patreon, you get this for free on any level you join. For right now, the minimum level is $13. This is awesome. GeForce Game Ready drivers available. Don't know what that means. So to make it easy, I just put this free cash flow number in here. It just makes it easy for our users because they're used to subtracting and all that stuff that I do. This is an awesome software. It's only $13 a month. To get this on Yahoo would cost you $30 a month. Plus, you have to sit there and do your own calculation on paid pillars.
Let me cut you right off, Paul. The reason we want to be the voice, the voice of reason out there is I'm going to read you, when I type in Magnite stock onto YouTube, these are some topics. Best stocks to buy, triple fire. This growth stock is 3X. Magnite stock went up 28%. Should we buy more? This stock is on track to 15X, Paul. When you look at some of this math, it's laughable. So
Well, they're going based on hype. They're trying to get hits. The benefit of our channel is we have 10 businesses above us that we own and operate. We don't do this just to make money. We like making money, but we do this because we're trying to teach and not just trying to get you to clickbait us and say, oh, look at this company. We're trying to teach you the fundamentals of investing. Is there a place for Magnite in your portfolio? From a trading side, absolutely. Trader Mo, he'll teach you the charts. We're going to have momentum trading on this website soon, but I teach fundamentals when it comes to evaluating the financials of a company. I believe in fundamentals. Over the long run, fundamentals win. It's been proven for decades and decades and decades that if you invest for long periods of time and base it purely on fundamentals, you will do better than not doing that. That's been proven time and time again without fail. Literally, when I run back tests for 25 years on everything fundamentals based, every single thing fundamentally wise beats the market. Every single time. Now, do you have periods of time like the last 4 or 5 years where it doesn't? Absolutely. My methods have not beaten the market the last 4 or 5 years. But let me ask you a question. Do you care about the last 5 years or the next 30 years? If you care about the next 30 years, I can look in this camera right now and with confidence say, I will beat the market over the next 30 years, hands down. Money managers cannot do that. And for everybody who thinks that money managers are genius, they are not. It's just stick with our methods. You will do better as long as you take as much emotion out of investing as possible.
Yeah, so final take on Magnite. It's X's across the board.
I'm putting everything into it.
I would say so.
I'm avoiding Magnite like the plague.
Yeah, I mean, I guess other channels very well might be saying it's going up.
They have no reason what's going up. They're just trying to get you to hype up and drive the stock up. They probably have shares and they're just trying to do that. If you think otherwise, well, there's a saying, if you're at a poker table and you don't know who the sucker is, you're the sucker.
You do love that saying.
I love that saying because it applies so much to investing and business. It's like,
but I've played poker with you.
And I'm the sucker at the table, but I know it.
No, you just have a little bit to learn, you know. I mean, it takes time.
I have a lot to learn in poker.
Yeah, it takes time, brother. You're great.
Although there was that one trip to Mexico, we played 5 nights in a row, and I think I beat you every night but one.
Sorry, everybody.
Andrew took all of our money.
Sorry, everybody. Okay. That's Magnite. So I thought I'd look at this because again, when I have friends calling me who aren't normal investors, kind of like you said, Paul, the cocktail party stories. It's like when this is hitting normal people. That's probably time for you and I.
You know what Rahman said to me last night?
Go on.
He goes, I'm getting calls from grandmothers about investing in Bitcoin now. He's like, when I'm getting calls from grandmothers, it's time to watch out. Now, I don't know what that means by being grandmothers or not. To me, it's more about if an average person who never talked about money before is suddenly talking about money, there's a problem. Mm-hmm. About investing, there's a problem. I see everybody on the internet's an expert now, and I do think I know a lot, but the whole point is we speak to a very, very specific niche of person. And at some point, you might be looking at me right now going, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Trust me, in the next few years, you'll look back and go, I hate to admit it, the guy, and you won't say it out loud. Some might come back and say, okay, I'm ready to learn. It took me getting burnt by hype stocks before I learned my lesson. You'll make a lot more money.
Yeah, and just in the past week, folks, if you look at our past videos, we were adamantly against companies like Lucid and CCIV, Churchill Capital. We put videos out against our thoughts on Workhorse and how we're just avoiding it. And sure enough, both of those have been in the tank the last few days. Sort of proving your point, Paul. If you want to play with fire, you very well might get burned. And this could be another one. It looks like it's going up, but it certainly has no fundamentals behind it. So if this speaks to you, you can join our Patreon. Click on the link below. Our Patreon levels are filling up very fast. Hell, as fast as we open up a new room, Paul, a new community, they fill up. You get a Discord access. You get Paul and I uncensored fireside chats.
Do not miss out on $13 a month. It was $8, then it was $12, now it's $13, and it's on its way up to $49.50 and higher. Just trust me when I say you don't want to miss out. We've had a few people leave in the last month, and a chunk of them came back saying, hey, can I get back in? And unfortunately, no, unfortunately, I have to sign up at the higher rate. So Don't miss out. If you believe in fundamentals, this costs you $30 a month on Yahoo. You don't even get the 8 pillars, and we're adding more to the software. I cannot preach enough about how valuable this software is. I use it for my own investing.
Thank you for joining us. Tickle that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We love you. Thanks for watching. Good luck on those Magnite investments out there. It's not going to be for us. Love you.